Hi, it's Paris from EpicReviewGuys. It's almost summer and today I'm sandwiched between two types of fans. Now if you're in the market for a new fan, if you go to the store you'll see a lot of these inexpensive, very simple, more or less get the job done type fans. You may see these, more expensive but much more efficient and with a clever design trick that can keep you several degrees cooler than this guy.
EpicReviewGuys.
Even zoomed out all the way, you can't quite see the top of this Lasko 4930 high velocity blower, but this is my baby during the summers. This goes on my side of the bed. We keep the AC set for 77 here, which is still a little humid and sweaty. I need a pretty good breeze to have a comfortable sleep. So my wife says it blows a little too much air for her, all the better for me. Now you may have noticed I called it a blower, and technically that's what it is, not a simple fan like this. In this device, let me lay it down here so you can see the whole thing. There's a motor here at the bottom, and it turns an impeller type, like a hamster wheel sort of set of blades right inside here. The air gets sucked in and spun around and shot up the tube here, and it sprays out this way, sort of like a leaf blower. And what that does, in addition to blowing out lots of air, is the air intake is down here. This is a floor model. So basically it's drawing the cold air that sits on the floor of your room in, lifting it up, and then blowing it out. It takes that cold air from the floor, circulates it up where most of your body is living. That generally results in the temperature of the air that's being blown onto you being 2 to 3 degrees cooler than the air that's generally up around here. So if you look at reviews for this, you'll see people talking about it seems to almost magically be an air conditioner. Well, that's that effect. It's pulling cooler air up and blowing that on you. So it really does almost feel like it's air conditioning the air. Now it's true, you can take a floor model like this and just angle it up to blow the air up. That does work to some extent, but I found in bed really having something that's up at the level I am on top of a queen pillow top that's up on the frame, so a fair distance off the floor, having it come right from the side, that works the best for getting me to sleep. You do pay though for that superior performance. This particular model runs for about $70, which is a lot more than you'll pay for this type of fan, but it does seem to me it works much better. If you're going to buy it, they have it at Walmart, Home Depot, and so forth, and it's probably best to buy it locally. If you order it online, you have to pay shipping, and it does weigh, 10, 12 pounds at least. I'll put a link down below, though, if you'd like to check out the specs. And now to show you the difference in how it moves the air, I'm going to go outside. I thought of a clever way to use up some of those leftover fireworks from last 4th of July. I've got the Lasko set on high, it's blowing lots of air. Don't really feel anything here pulling it in, but I'm going to use a smoke ball, see if we can see where the air is going. Now I've got this floor model on high. Let's see how it does. Well, I'm not sure how informative that was. You always imagine things are going to look like they do on Mythbusters, but hey, they've got a bigger budget. But fortunately though, I do need a haircut, so what little hair I have is a little on the long side. I'm going to see if I can get my hair to blow behind me without actually blowing completely away. Here's the standard fan on high. One thing you can do with a fan that you can't do with this is when you talk into it, it sounds like this. And here goes the Lasko high velocity blower on high. Dogs would probably love this, simulates the car ride. So there's an idea of how much air the Lasko moves and how fast the air is when it shoots out that way. Mechanically they're both fairly simple, though with this type of fan every year I found I have to take this protective screen off and go in and actually clean all of those parts. With this, you don't really have that option. They have tamper-proof screws on here. They don't want you getting your fingers in there. So I found with this though, just the compressed air has been fine to simply spray it in both sides, spray it in here, turn it on, and then step back because a cloud of dust comes pouring out. But that's been worked perfectly fine. We've had this several years. It's used 6 months out of the year, every single day during those 6 months. Hasn't had a single problem, still oscillates fine as well. The last little extra that you get for your $70 with the Lasko blower is a remote control. And I know they offer these with some of the higher end conventional fans now. It lets you turn it on and off, lets you control the speed, lets you turn on and off the oscillation. And there's also a timer if you want it to go off in 1, 2, or 4 hours. So several years ago, I got tired of replacing our conventional type fans. Every year or two, either the oscillation would stop working, or you could hear that it wanted to start, but it couldn't quite start on its own, and you're sticking a pencil in there and trying to get the blades started, because once you got it started, it would go. So I did some research, tried to find a better type of fan, and I really think this is it. Since it uses this different type of air propulsion, it seems much less prone to having this type of problem. It's also much more efficient in terms of blowing the air, getting the air moving around in your room. Here in Central Texas, it's plenty hot in the summer, so we have a lot of experience with this. And the last thing that got us to switch over from this type of fan is our kids were younger then, and it's just such a magnet for kids to see that moving stuff and to want to get up there in it, try to stick the fingers in it, stick some object in it, see if they can get that case off. Even though it's expensive at $70, this has done a great job of keeping us cool over the past several years. I highly recommend it. If you'd like to know more about it, there's a link down below this video. Stay cool this summer.
Shopping is easy when you know what to buy. At EpicReviewGuys, we give it a try.